And now, please welcome your hosts for the Creative Arts Awards. Last year's Tony winner for leading actress in the musical Beautiful, Jessie Mueller, and the featured actor winner as the genie in Aladdin, James Monroe Iglehart.
It is our pleasure to officially welcome you to the Tonys and present the first awards for the night. Okay, James, James, you gotta put the phone away, babe.
Huh?
You have to put the phone away.
I'm taking selfies. Okay, look. Normally, there's an announcement in every theater asking you to turn your phones off and refrain from taking pictures, you know.
Right, and many of you don't turn them off, and we know who you are. Okay?
But right now, we want you to grab your cell phones, take pictures, tweet them out, use the hashtag Tony Awards, and let's see if we can get this show trending before we go on the air. Casey, wait a minute.
Get it.
That's Casey Nicola, I like you.
I know, you like him. You work for him. Okay, so when we do go on the air, please refrain from texting and especially taking calls.
Yes, act like you're an agent. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the pre-broadcast rules and regulations.
Yes, thank you, it's exciting. We can both tell you for being up here last year that we remember absolutely nothing that happened. But this is actually very valuable information and it will help you look your best on TV.
Some awards will be presented now, others during commercial breaks.
So throughout all the breaks, we need to please ask you to keep the aisles clear. For the winners and for our crew because they are union and they mean business.
Also, do not stand or gather in front of the teleprompter. I'm talking to you in front of the big TV with the words on it.
Yes, you.
Some of our presenters flew in just for tonight and they're not off book.
I know. Yes, neither am I. And most of all, best of luck to the nominees. We have many important Tonys to give out and only a few short moments to do so. But first, a very important word from our presenting sponsor of tonight's Creative Arts Awards.
His passion for theater glowed brightly last year, and we're so happy to have him back again. Please welcome the CEO of the National Bank, the official bank of the Tonys, Mr. Russell Goldsmith.
Well, thank you, James and Jessie. Great to be back here at the Tonys on behalf of City National Bank to help celebrate the amazing artists here on Broadway, including so many hardworking and talented people who work behind the scenes. As the bank for Broadway at City National, we have seen firsthand what a great year it has been for the theater community here in New York, as Charlotte mentioned, with record revenues and attendance. We all know Broadway is both the cultural and economic heartbeat of New York and the inspiration for theater all across America. We deeply appreciate the opportunity to work with so many of you and are very pleased to again support these important Creative Arts Awards and to help present the Regional Theater Award. Thank you.
Thank you, Russell. Each year, the Tony Awards recognizes an outstanding regional theater that has displayed a continuous level of artistic achievement which contributes to the growth of theater on a national level.
This year's recipient is Cleveland Playhouse. Here's a look at some of the fantastic work that they do.
This year's Regional Theater Tony Award goes to a leader and innovator in the world of theater. Cleveland Playhouse, led by Artistic Director Laura Kepley and Managing Director Kevin Moore. The longtime champion of new work, originated the pre-Broadway national tour of A Night with Janis Joplin. Cleveland Playhouse is also at the forefront of theater education, working with schools to develop social and emotionally innovative curriculums. Currently celebrating its 100th consecutive season, Cleveland Playhouse is an exciting company producing excellent and important works.
With great pleasure, we present the Regional Theater Tony and a generous $25,000 grant from City National Bank to Cleveland Playhouse. Accepting is Managing Director Kevin Moore and Artistic Director Laura Kepley.
On behalf of the Board of Directors, staff, and artists of Cleveland Playhouse, as well as the thousands of people who over the past century have worked so hard to make Cleveland Playhouse great, we are thrilled and honored to accept the 2015 Regional Theater Tony Award.
Thank you to Broadway Theater League, the American Theater Wing, the Tony Committee, the City National Bank, and the American Theater Critics Association for this recognition.
Cleveland Playhouse was founded in 1915, and through those 100 years, we have never missed a season, not during the Great Depression or World War II. We have produced over 1,600 plays, as well as 150 world premieres. At age 100, we are determined as ever to tell stories that matter, to nurture artists at every stage of their career, to create thrilling, bold, and necessary new work, and to develop innovative education programs that help our young people grow and prosper.
This Tony Award is shared by generations of artists, staff, educators, board members, subscribers, theatergoers, donors, and volunteers. Our thanks and congratulations go out to all of them and to the entire Northeast Ohio community.
Thank you so much for this award. Cleveland Playhouse cannot think of a better way to launch our centennial season and the next 100 years of making great theater for our great community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, this year's Tony Award for Lifetime Achievement in the Theater.
This man is a living legend and a giant in our business in many ways. Here are just a few highlights of the astounding career of Mr. Tommy Tune.
And the winner is Tommy Tune.
Tommy Tune.
Tommy Tune.
Theater legend Tommy Tune is the recipient of a special Tony Award for Lifetime Achievement in the Theater. Celebrating his 50th year on the American stage, Tommy Tune has received 9 competitive Tony Awards and 13 Tony nominations for his prolific and unforgettable legacy as a performer, director, and choreographer. Among the groundbreaking productions he directed are The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, 9, The Will Rogers Follies, and Grand Hotel. Honored with his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, he is also the recipient of the National Medal of Arts. Tommy Tune's towering legacy is incomparable.
It is our great pleasure to present this special Tony Award for Lifetime Achievement in the Theater to Tommy Tune.
I'm up among the stars, on earthly things I frown. I'm throwing off the bars that held me down. I'll pay the piper when times are riper. Just now I shan't, because you see I'm dancing and I can't be bothered now. Right now, I'm thinking about Texas in the 50s. You see, my father's great dream for me was the same as every Texas father's dream for their firstborn son. They wanted us all to leave Texas, go to New York, and dance in the chorus of a Broadway show. And I did, and I loved every single time step, especially tonight. This is a great honor. My father thanks you, my mother thanks you, my sister Gracie thanks you,
my brother Peter also, and I want to thank each and every one of you who have, through the years, have either attended or contributed to my Broadway offerings. They would not have worked without you. Broadway, we know that Broadway has a universal mystique, and I am proud and humbled to be a part of our Broadway universe. It's vast and inclusive, and I believe that all of it is simply an expression of love. What I did for love. What we do for love. My cup runneth over. On with the show.
Next, we are so pleased to present a special Tony Award to a man whose triumphant return to Hedwig and the Angry Inch this season is one for the history books.
Here's a look at the work of the great John Cameron Mitchell.
John Cameron Mitchell is the recipient of a special Tony Award for his contributions to the theater as an actor, writer, and director. He is the original star of the sensational show and film Hedwig and the Angry Inch. 17 years after his initial appearance, Mr. Mitchell triumphantly reprised his role as Hedwig on Broadway. In 2014, Hedwig received 4 Tony Awards, including Best Revival of a Musical. Mr. Mitchell's gift for creating intricate characters and moving stories has ignited the voices of a generation.
For his contributions to the theater, it's a pleasure to recognize John Cameron Mitchell.
Oh, thank you, guys. Oh my God, what's an old drag queen doing up here uptown? I don't know. Thank you, American. There's a drag queen I know, actually, right there. Thank you, American Theater Wing, for recognizing this strange little show that Stephen Trask and I created with the help of Peter Askin and David Binder so many years ago, when trans was a weird word and punk rock was nowhere close to Broadway. People say, oh, everything's been done, nothing is new. I say, turn off the internet, combine all the things that you love in the world, take some time, and you might come up with something special that's lasting. Thank you to all the heads out there who... What? Oh my God, they're way up there. But you know what? We were always in the back. Thank you, Michael Mayer and Joanna McKee, Paul McGill, Brian Weller, Liz Kaplan, for all your help in the archaeological dig of getting this performance out of the fossilized bed of my subconscious. And this is especially for Mom and Dad who's passed on, who taught me how to be a leader and taught me that beauty was a metaphor to help you think that you could be good. And for my mother, who taught me to be an artist and gave me my best jokes, this is for you guys and for Jack Steve. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good time tonight.
This year, we may have a record number of nominees who are graduates of Carnegie Mellon University. And so, yes, it is a great pleasure to introduce the president of CMU, Dr. Subra Suresh, and professor and head of School of Drama, Dr. Peter Cook.
Good evening. It's an honor and a privilege to be a part of Broadway's biggest night. As president of Carnegie Mellon University, home of the nation's first degree-granting drama program, I see firsthand the importance of education and its impact on the human condition. the impact of education, especially in the fine arts. And we are here tonight to recognize and celebrate that impact. Last year, Carnegie Mellon University became the first ever higher education partner of the Tony Awards and introduced the Excellence in Theater Education Award. Along with our partners at the Broadway League and the American Theater Wing, we set out to honor those who deserve their share of the spotlight, our teachers.
Good evening. As an educator myself and a longtime fan of the Tony Awards, I've watched countless Tony winners take the stage and thank a teacher who inspired them along the way. So last year we announced an on-air challenge in which anyone across America could nominate a kindergarten through 12th grade theatre teacher for this special recognition. In a nationwide campaign, we promoted the opportunity and the response was tremendous. More than 4,000 applications were submitted. In a moment, we will present the first ever Excellence in Theatre Education Award. However, first, please take a look at our finalists.
All I ever wanted to be as a little girl was to be a performer.
Yeah, I would just like to say thank you to the people who inspire us creatively, like teachers.
Each student is like a Christmas present, and when they enter the room, she is so excited to open that Christmas present.
Donald Hicken believes theater can change the world and students' lives, and in this belief, he has helped so many.
Take a moment and look around. All of you, I am grateful to, and I want you to be grateful towards each other.
And now, to present the award, please welcome CMU alum, two-time Tony winner, and my girlfriend, Judith Light.
Such a good boyfriend. As a graduate of Carnegie Mellon University, I am so proud to support my alma mater and serve as one of the judges for the Excellence in Theater Education Award. As Peter shared, the quality of the entries exceeded all expectations. They came from nearly every state in the country, from cities and towns far and wide, and they had one thing in common. Each teacher had changed the lives of their students in remarkable and momentous ways. You just saw finalists Mary Ann Adams from the Grand Street Theater School in Helena, Montana, and Donald Hicken from the Baltimore School for the Arts in Baltimore, Maryland. Now, it is my great pleasure and honor to introduce a history maker, the first ever winner of the Excellence in Theater Education Award presented by Carnegie Mellon University and the Tony Awards. From Charlotte, North Carolina's Northwest School of the Arts, teacher Corey Mitchell.
Thank you. Thank you all. I don't accept this just for me. I accept this on the behalf of every theater teacher and every young student out there who aspires to this stage and to Broadway. I am overwhelmed and so appreciative. Thank you to Carnegie Mellon University. Thank you to the Broadway League, and thank you to the American Theater Wing. You have been extraordinary, and I appreciate it. I could not do this without thanking my own teachers, Debbie Mueller, Terry Rogers, and my hero, Mr. Lou Criscola. And finally, I have to say this. Thank you for legitimizing us. Theater education matters, and art matters, and we thank you. Good night.
Let's have a round of applause for the teachers in your life who inspired you to be here tonight. And now, the award for Best Lighting Design of a Play.
The nominees are Polly Constable, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Polly Constable and David Platter, Wolf Hall Parts 1 and 2. Natasha Katz, Skylight. Jaffe Wiedemann, Airline Highway.
All right, here we go. And the Tony for Best Lighting of a Play goes to Polly Constable, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime.
This is completely overwhelming, and it's really not fair to be first in front of all of you. Curious Incident, bringing it here was an extraordinary privilege, terrifying in many ways as well. I want to say some really quick thank yous to an amazing, amazing collaborative team. We are like family to each other. We live and breathe the show, and I think we made something great through conversation and collaboration. Marianne, Bunny, Finn, really importantly, Ian and Adrian, Ian Dickinson, Adrian Sutton, who created the sound world, who can't be celebrated here, but you're the best. My team, and everyone who looks after Curious here, Gina Scher, Rob Casey, Zach Pellets, the guys in the theatre, my family for putting up with me for being here for so long, Ian, Bram and Morgan, and mostly New York, thank you, because doing work like this and having it appreciated like this on Broadway has been so moving. The fact that you have found space for a piece like Curious is just extraordinary. So thank you from all of us. Thank you.
Next up, Best Lighting Design of a Musical. The nominees are Donald Holder, The King and I. Natasha Katz, An American in Paris. Ben Stanton, Fun Home. Jaffe Wiedemann, The Visit.
And the Tony Award for Best Lighting Design of a Musical goes to Natasha Katz, An American in Paris.
Keep it coming!
The genie just pulled my award out of a bottle for me tonight. Thank you, James. Listen, thank you so much. Ever since I've been a kid growing up in New York, all I wanted to do was work on Broadway, so I'm very grateful to be standing up here tonight. Thank you very much to the American Theater Wing, the Broadway League, and the Tony voters, and to the other nominees who are so incredible. I'm so honored to be standing here with you. An American in Paris has been a glorious experience from top to bottom for me. And working with Chris Wheeldon is, he's our director, like a Renaissance man. One minute he's doing an arabesque, and the next minute he's creating a sunset with me. And Bob Crowley, it's a master class in design and poetry combined. Collaborating with 59 Productions on this has been with Ben Piercy and Leo Werner, has really been forging sort of a new ground in lighting design. Our producers, Stuart Oken, yes, definitely, he's persevered through all this. Roy Furman, Van Kaplan, and my beautiful children, thank you.
The next special Tony has been named the Isabel Stevenson to honor the spirit of her volunteerism.
To present this award, please welcome the producer of Next to Normal, Spelling Bee, and Wicked, David Stone.
In 2009, the Tonys instituted the Isabel Stevenson Award to honor the spirit of her 4 decades of volunteerism. The special Tony recognizes an individual from the theater community for their service to a greater cause, far above and beyond their creative work. Stephen Schwartz perfectly embodies this ideal. He has been a game-changing president of the Dramatists Guild, where he has fought against censorship, has fiercely advocated for the rights of playwrights, librettists, composers, and lyricists, and has built strong bridges between the Guild and the community of directors and producers. Perhaps more importantly, though, Stephen has spent more than 20 years working with ASCAP to nurture rising composers and lyricists, many of whom have gone on to successful careers in the theater. Even beyond this official capacity, he makes himself consistently available for emerging musical theater creatives, giving countless amounts of time and energy to new work. He has even committed himself to support the careers of young producers, or at least young at the time. Stephen is, in fact, proving his commitment to these principles at this very moment as he's out of town accepting a long-standing tribute, the Creativity Award from the Copyright Society of America, and that's why you'll be seeing Stephen on tape in a moment. We are an industry that cares a great deal about its past and its present. Stephen devotes more time than perhaps anyone else to its future. I could not be more proud to introduce the recipient of the 2015 Isabel Stevenson Tony Award, Stephen Schwartz.
The columnist David Brooks recently wrote about the difference between professional achievement and private acts for which no recognition is expected. Now, nearly all awards are given for professional achievement, including, of course, the Tonys. But it's been my experience that far greater satisfaction derives from those private acts. Now, I've been fortunate in my life to gain enough of a reputation to be able to use it to advance causes I care about and to try to help ease the way for others who aspire to be in this often challenging profession. I've had much support, and I'd like to publicly thank some of those who have helped me. Michael Kirker of the ASCAP Musical Theater Workshop, Gary Garrison and Ralph Sevish and the staff of the Dramatists Guild, David Stone, Tim Seelig, and Bruce Cohen, who've given strong assistance to such causes as marriage equality, global civil rights, and anti-bullying. There are many others, and without my naming them individually, I hope they know how deeply I appreciate them. Lastly, while it's a little strange to receive an award for activities which, as I say, seek no recognition, I'm proud to join the previous Isabel Stevenson Award recipients, whom I so admire for the great contributions they have made to our community and our society. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to all of our winners so far.
We've got a lot more awards to present throughout the night, so we'll be back.
And we will be on the air in just a few minutes live. Kristen Chenoweth and Alan Cumming are here to host the broadcast.
Plus, there are some special guests and surprises that you didn't see if you were here for the dress rehearsal today. So we are all in for a very big night.
That's right. So we will see you soon. And for now, here are some words from our sponsors.